end of a shift. Had some thoughts today while I was working. I'd like to share those with you. I think it's important that as we go through the day, if we come up with ideas that might help other people, it's important to share them. So, if you're ready, let's go have a talk. Hey folks, thanks for joining me here. So I'm out here in Vassalboro at my friend Dan's campground out here at Weber Pond. Just a beautiful place, and you can see in the background the sunset. If we stood here long enough, we'd be able to hear the peepers coming up here shortly, and I'm not sure if you can see the black flies that are already floating around here. But I just wanted a quiet place, just to kind of stop and reflect a little bit. Here we are, EMS Week. Welcome to EMS Week. Thank you for what you do. Just wanted a spot to be able to stop and slow down and just realize where we're at right now. Just come through the winter, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, but you know what, once this gets over with, there's going to be something else. But this is what we do. We're EMS, we're first responders in all that we do. I know that there's some firefighters that are listening, and nurses and docs and police officers. We're all first responders. We're all in this together. So if it's not this thing, it'll be the next thing. And it's important for us to remember that even though we've got something going on, that there's always a place where we can go back to, kind of like home, and just relax and just realize, you know what, we're okay. We're good with what we do. And I want folks to just feel good about what they're doing. You know, first responders, we all do something pretty incredible, and I want to say thank you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, for the work that you do, whether it's getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to shift, or leaving the house at 11 o'clock at night to go into work the overnight. No matter what you do, there's always a situation that you're not prepared for, that you're going to be getting into, and you're willing to go do that. And that takes a special person. Yeah, some of our schedules are messed up. Some of us, we do regular clockwork stuff. But the fact of the matter is that we do something pretty special, and I don't ever want anybody to take that away from what you do, or for what we do. You know, I've been at it for over 25 years, and either I'm a slow learner or I really like it, and I like to think that I really like it. It's a calling to be able to have the strength and the stamina to get up and to go do it again another day, or another night, whatever the case may be. Not to brag, but we're a special lot of people, and I don't want anybody to ever forget that. I don't want to take too awfully long here. My brother Dan, who's not in EMS, who's not a first responder, but put something together. He kind of adapted it from a saying that I know we've seen bits and pieces of it on Facebook or other media, but I just wanted to read what he put together as a tribute to what we do. So, and it's entitled "What We Make." He said, "The problem with the EMS is they just want to play doctor because they couldn't get into medical school." He reminds the other dinner guests that it's true what they say about EMS providers. They just have God complexes, out for glory with their sirens and flashing lights. I mean, you're an EMS provider, he says to me. Be honest, what do you make? You want to know what I make? I said. This is what I make. I make flying trips to dark neighborhoods and interstates where heart attacks and head-on collisions take place. I can make A wife breathe easier while her husband is writhing in pain as my partner administers medication. I can make a police officer move out of the way so I can get my stretcher through, or a firefighter move his truck to protect the scene from traffic. I make 30-minute presentations to classrooms of excited first graders. I make ER docs and nurses understand the injuries of my inbound patients. I make patients feel safe and cared for when they're scared out of their minds. You want to know what I make? I make tourniquets and splints out of anything available. I make breakfast for my coworkers at 2 a.m. I make my shift supervisor know I can restock my truck perfectly between calls. I make intubations, ventilations, extrications, medications look like a walk in the park. I make little old ladies smile as I hold their hands in the back of my truck. I make myself sick worrying about the parents. Who just lost their infant. I make no complaints of all the overtime last week, and I'm not able to afford a vacation this year. I make it through 24-hour shifts, sometimes with no sleep, sometimes with no food. I make what I do look easy because I'm a trained professional. I make my family and community proud of the work I do. You want to know what I make? I make a difference. Now what about you? I've read this a couple times. Got hit every time when I got to that spot. Only because I've been there. And I'm still there. At various times, as you can see. Don't let anybody take anything away from you. Be proud of the work that you do. EMS, firefighter, police officer, biller, supervisor. Doesn't make any difference. We're all in this together. We all have different aspects of what we do. But be proud of what you do. Don't let anybody ever take that away from you. My friends, be safe, and as always, make good decisions. Until next time.